Good afternoon. This Thursday, myself and many other local councillors will be fighting to hold our seats in the local council election. First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone for their local support, especially those up and down Crackbottom these past weeks volunteering their time to assist me in my campaign. I have been overwhelmed by the continued support during my time in office from many residents, fellow councillors, local businesses and organisations. Your support has enabled me to hold this seat for nigh on 30 years, save a few bribes and backhanders here or there. As representative of Crackbottom Parish, I'm here today to answer a few final questions. Question number 1. Dear Mr. Mike Cunt, please can you inform me on what you have achieved during your time in office and what has been achieved at the local council offices? Regards, a resident. Well, Mr. A resident, as I am sure you are aware, we are facing a very turbulent financial time thanks to the current cost of living crisis, and many difficult decisions have been made regarding expenditure in the local area. Within the last few years, your local council has invested in new state-of-the-art stationery, artwork on display at the local council offices and special cushions to assist those of comfort in the local council chamber. Only last week, myself and many other colleagues had a lovely afternoon's tea and cake with the dear Prime Minister, courtesy of the taxpayer. Next question that's been sent to me. Dear Mr. Unt, it has been rumoured in the local press that the funding towards a new bypass linking Crackpotter and Crackbottom has now run out. Is this true? Regards, a driver. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Driver, unfortunately, as I say, due to the current financial crisis we're all facing, it has been a difficult decision to suspend temporarily the construction of the new bypass. I am aware that the bypass is only half complete, and only yesterday I found myself following the route and then turning around on myself. I do, however, pledge that if I am re-elected, that the bypass will be complete within the next 30 years. Question number 3. My cunt, what are you doing about the issues of potholes plaguing many Crackbottom roads? Regards, a angry driver. Well, Mr. or Mrs. Angry Driver, potholes are a major problem, not just facing myself and the local community of Crackbottom, but many councillors up and down this septic aisle. In recent months, the country has seen a high increase of them appearing on the local roads. As I'm sure you can understand, as with the new road in Crackbottom, we are finding ourselves in a very, very difficult position and are suspending the filling of potholes for the foreseeable. If re-elected, however, I shall endeavour to fill as many bottom holes as I can. Final question that has been sent to me. Dear Mr. Hunt, is it true that you received an additional £1.4 million in pay over the last year? If so, please could you inform us how much you paid in tax? Regards, Anonymous. Well, I hope this session was useful. Now, when you are heading to your local polling station this Thursday, please don't forget to place a cross in the right box. You know it makes sense. As previously stated, I am and always will be a local councillor for local people serving the local community of Crackbottom. Thank you. Now, where's that buffet?